Are you a fake vegan? Are you a fake fibromite? Are you feeling hopeless because the future looks really bleak and filled with pain? Do you feel like you're a burden on your kids, your spouse, your friends? We'll talk about these and a lot more every day until you're not feeling like this anymore. And I figured if we go through it topic by topic or subject by subject, number one, you'll kind of get a preview and keep up with me as you know, with the book that I'm writing, but also we can just break it down and take it in parts and pieces to where everybody's feeling a lot better about everything. So aside from pain, I was looking it up and what are the latest, you know, statistics and everything, and the the number one most complained about thing, aside from pain, okay, that's always number one, is insomnia. And I know that, you know, in order to even be diagnosed with fibromyalgia, you've got a sleep disorder. And that makes for some really hard days where, you know, you're sleeping an hour or, you know, and then waking up and you're awake for 3 or 4 hours like I am, and then, you know, sleep again for 45 minutes and then you're up again. You know, today I just pulled my robe out of the dryer because I'm not feeling great. I got 0 sleep last night. So, and I think, you know, we all have that cognitive dysfunction as well. Okay, so those really go hand in hand. You know, the less sleep you get, the more kooky you feel and more spaced out you feel. So, I mean, you know, I could make it a real short video and just say, get more sleep. See you tomorrow. But it doesn't work that way for us. So, you know, I would love to hear, you know, some of the helpful hints that you guys have. I mean, some people say, you know, oh, just take Benadryl or, you know, a PM, you know, medication. But another thing that's really common with all of us is restless leg syndrome. And if you don't know what that is, it's where it feels like things are like itching or crawling, something inside your legs, and like you have to move. You're just like constantly moving your legs. And I have kicked the cat off the bed because my legs just wouldn't stop. And it is so horribly, like, you're powerless to stop it. Everything is out of control, and it's extremely frustrating. And that also rears its ugly head when we're overtired. But medicines, what I was going to say is Benadryl and things like that will set my restless leg syndrome off in a heartbeat. I mean, it's bad. It's ugly. So, I mean, you know, how do we get more sleep? Well, that also plays into, you know, our bodies want to sleep during the day and be up all night. Unless you live in Vegas like I do, there's no place open at night. You know, what are you going to do? Like me, I go and do my grocery shopping at night. Everything that I do is pretty much at night. So, you know, most of you guys don't have that option, and I get that. So, how do you get then, you know, a good night's sleep, you know? I know what I was doing for a while when I was first diagnosed was, you know, I would take a hot bath, read in the bathtub, and then just kind of, you know, chill out. My hair dries really fast because it's really fine. So I would, you know, wait until my hair dried and then, you know, go to bed. You know, this worked for a little while, and sometimes it still works now. But then, you know, with all good things must come to an end, you know? And it was like my body started going, aha, I know what you're doing now, and we're not going to let that happen, you know? So, I got some Hypnosis CDs and listened to those. And I still listen to those. Those really, really do help. And it's like, once you kind of train your mind that this is what we're doing every night, and this is what, what's going to happen, it's like once your brain knows that this is coming, as soon as that, like, CD starts, or they start counting down, or whatever, your brain kind of goes click, and then it kind of settles. The bad part is if you're like me, you wake up in the middle of the night. So, I'm constantly up walking around, or, checking my phone, or checking messages on here, So, yeah, it's a problem. It is a problem. I would love to see what you guys, how you guys handle it. Like I said, I use Hypnosis CDs, and I'm also getting way into the ASMR. I am, like, so digging that, and as a matter of fact, I went and got, like, a few props. So, like, little things to use. I guess props is the wrong word. And I probably won't do, like, a talking video, but I might do one of just sounds for us. And I'm hoping to get that done today, since we're on the insomnia topic today, so that everybody can kind of try that out tonight and see, what you guys think of it. I need to get some sleep before I do much of anything, but just remember, guys, that, with the insomnia, it makes our anxiety worse. It makes the cognitive disorder, or deficit, deficit, yes, dysfunction worse. It makes the fibro fog worse. Everything builds on your sleep. And it's the same way, I'm going to tell you again, everything focuses around, your stress levels. Because what we have is a syndrome, and all the things come together. And so everything fits into place, unfortunately, like the way it should, because that means we're sick. But there's a lot of things that with the insomnia, I know this is like a horrible segue and is really reaching, but one of the common things that I found, like in my fibro groups before, was people would say they feel empty, hollow inside. It's a weakness, and it's really hard to explain to people. Your whole body feels hollow, empty. Like if you're really hungry and your stomach is really empty, that feeling, but body wide. And I know that you're going to go, hey, yeah, I have that. I can see the light bulb just went off over your head. And again, that's that, whole body exhaustion that we all have. We all suffer from it. So, while you're, laid up for the day, or you're feeling shitty for the day, and you're in a horrible amount of pain, and you're thinking, I feel hopeless, because this is never going to end. My whole future looks really bleak. It looks like this is never going to go away, and I'm always going to be in this position. What's the point? I'm not who I was, but I don't know who I am, and I can't be who I want to be. Did all of that make sense? You're not who you were, because when you got sick, that changed. But you don't know who you are yet, because it changes every day. And you can't be who you want to be, because you want to be healthy. You want to be out there doing things. So, I get it, and it looks really bleak, but it's not going to be that way forever. I promise. It's not. And like I said, we're going to work on this every single day. I'm That's the other thing. When you're in a flare, that cough, the snot nose, the headaches, that's what I'm dealing with today. I've been coughing all day long. Snot nose all day long. and that head, you know. Anyway, when that crap went down, I know y'all have heard about the Get Upset girls. When that happened to them, I made them a promise. I would not shut up until it was resolved. And y'all see that I'm still doing videos, you know? And I made a promise to myself that once we kick this off, which is this video today, I would make one video, at least one fibro-related video, or chronic pain, whichever you want to call it. We're all kind of in the same boat, every day, so that we can get through and start to get over that hump of, healing. Because we're not going to heal our bodies. We're going to heal our mind. And we're going to heal our soul, so our spirit, so that we can face what comes at us. Not every day is going to be peachy keen. It's not. Look at me. But if I had to, I could go to the store and get stuff done. I could run out and grab, more coffee. Absolutely, I would run out for more coffee. There still is life out there. And you're going to get some semblance of it back. You will never be who you were. I'm not going to promise that. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the other thing. I will never lie to you. I won't sugarcoat stuff because I don't want to give you false hope. I want to give you real hope. Okay, so that y'all know what I do. I'm busy as shit all the time. And yet, I was in the bed for over a year. So, there is life again. It's not always going to be horrible. And that's what I want to give you, is that real hope, not false hope, not bullshit, not, oh, there's a cure out there, because I don't believe in snake oil cures. Nope, I don't believe in them. It was not long after I was diagnosed, I contacted a fibromyalgia center, and it was like $800 a week for fucking vitamins. Somebody fell out of a tree and bumped their head on every fucking branch on the way down. There's no way. No way. So, I do take vitamins now. I take prenatal vitamins, actually. And I take 2 a day instead of 1. And I take vitamin B12. That's it. But I'm not going to spend $800 a week on freaking vitamins. No. But yeah, so we'll get through it. And we have to work on self-esteem issues. That's real. Because when you got knocked off your feet, it takes a lot out of you, mentally and emotionally. It takes a toll to where you feel like you're a burden on your kids, your husband, your family, your friends. And, people used to tell me when it was the ones that were normally recently diagnosed, hadn't had it for too long, not over 2 years. And they would say they were afraid to go out and spend time with their friends or make plans. Because what if they got exhausted and ended up in bed? They were afraid to live again. Because that being, laid up in bed was still locked fresh in their mind, and they didn't want any part of that again. So now you've got horrible anxiety, which comes with, the fibro. It comes with a chronic illness, actually, or chronic pain illness. You've got anxiety, and now you've got fear, real fear, to go out and live life again. And so you've put up all these mental roadblocks, like, nope, I'm not going to make myself sick. I don't want to be a burden on my kids. I don't want to be a burden on my husband, my wife, my friends, blah, blah, blah. It's easier just to not go out to lunch with my friends today, and I'll just stay home and read a book. Get up and get out there with your friends. If you feel like it, do it. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Do it. Don't be afraid that you're going to get worn out and you're going to be in bed for a couple days. It'll happen. It happens to me frequently because I don't listen to my body. As long as you're paying attention to those signs and symptoms as they're creeping up on you, you can slow down. But get out there and live life, and don't be afraid of living again. That's just so counterproductive. You have to be proactive. Not afraid, because that fear will just hold you back. So anyway, today's deal is insomnia. I will try to get the ASMR video up, and like I said, I'm not going to talk in it because my voice is just trash, and I'm hacking my head off, and I don't think that would go over very well. But I do have some stuff to do the sounds, so I'll try to make one long enough that if you want to play it and then try to fall asleep to it, you can do that. So insomnia, what do you do for it? All right, and I'm going to take a nap, actually. Speaking of insomnia, I got 0 sleep last night, so I am going to take a nap and then work on that video, and I will see you guys later on. So lots of love to you guys. No fear. Get out there and live. It's okay.